Welcome to the channel, I'm Tony the Technician. Today we're going to be going into the Anima phone mount for the GR86. So I originally didn't want to go with this phone mount because of the price, but I liked everything else about it. The location, the quality, all of that. But I didn't like any of the other options. To try and save money, I didn't like the one that mounted between the vents. I don't like that location or the fact that the phone's just being blown on the entire time by heat or AC. It's really annoying. I usually keep my phone in my pocket unless I'm going to use Android Auto, then I plug it in obviously, and there's no good spot in the car for the phone. There's just not. I tuck it down next to me, but I like to have a phone mount. So I don't like the one that sits between the vents. I don't like the ones that suction cup to the windshield or stick to the dash. My OCD goes crazy. I don't want to see none of that. I want it to be a nice clean install. If you have one of those, nothing against you, just my personal preference. I don't like that style. And outside of the Anima phone mount, there aren't really any good options. I usually go with bullet point mounts. I have one in my truck, absolutely love it. They don't make anything for this. So as far as vehicle specific mounts, there aren't many options out there. The only thing I don't like about this mount is the cost. Outside of that, I think it's a great mount. So it comes packaged nicely in some foam. This is the main mount. My original thought was to purchase this because you buy them all individually. You buy this, and then I would get my own arm that comes off of it and my own magnet. Well, once I started looking at those online, the ones in the price range that I wanted to spend were cheap plastic. They weren't ones that I liked. And then the ones that I did like were basically the same cost as just purchasing like this arm. So it didn't make much sense. Now, if you want to save some money, you can get that main mount and then buy some cheaper like plastic or just cheaper 1-inch mounts like this and save a little bit of money. But the ones that I did like were just as much as these. So I figured I might as well just get the matching set. So I got the arm, got this, spent the money I didn't want to spend, but I'm going to have the mount that I want. So it is what it is. I'm going to show you guys how to install it. If you guys know of another mount that you guys are happy with, please feel free to drop it down in the comments. But if you guys do decide to go with this one, I think it's a great mount. I like the location and the magnet is really strong. So I definitely think it's a great mount. I just think it's overpriced for what it is. But let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments. Let's go ahead and get this installed. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is actually remove this side panel here. There's going to be a little slot right down here in order to allow you to pull this side panel off like so. Then you can go ahead and open your glove box, and you can either pull from here like so, or you can pull over here. And now we have removed the dash portion to then gain access to this screw right here. This is going to be the one that passes through that hole. Then it's going to come out and mount to the front side of the head unit. So here we have the main mount, which will just line up like so. Now before you go and put that screw in, you need to remove this sticky backing, and that is exactly how it will sit. And you can just press it onto the head unit for 30 seconds or so to make sure that it's adhered. Now that we have that in, we can take our dash piece, line it back up, and click it back into place. Take our side panel, put that back in. Now that this part's installed, you can see it's nice and hidden. The only thing you really see is the ball. Next, it'll be installing the arm, which it does include the Torx key. Since this is spring-loaded, you kind of have to get the mag mount and this all installed at the same time. So you're going to have to go ahead and loosen this up in order to get it over the ball, and then you're also going to have to install this on here at the same time. Okay, so we got it opened up some, and so you can slide it over. Then you can do like so, and now you have to come in and tighten the fastener back down. And then don't tighten it all the way, snug it up so you can still move it around to where you can kind of fine-tune where you want it. But if you have it just snugged up, still move it around. Now you can have it straight out. You can rotate it this direction in order to kind of bring it over to you. You can bring it over to the side, tuck it. I'm gonna take my phone case off so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. Since I'm recording with my phone, it's kind of, I can't show you guys what the phone looks like on there, so give me just 1 second. And boom, kind of angle it wherever you want from the driver's seat. You could have it here, you could raise it up so it kind of lines up with the head unit. You can bring it down as well, just making sure that you leave room for when you're shifting. You're not going to hit your phone, so you don't have it like brought out over here. I still want to have access to my buttons, but taking it off, yeah, it took my mount with it. So yeah, it's pretty strong. So let me go ahead and figure out where I want this. So I just kind of went off to the right and did that because I like the placement of it. From over here, I still have plenty of access to this side of the head unit, and I'll still be able to easily see my phone from that side. So now my OCD is going crazy. I got to straighten this out because that logo is crooked. But that is the install of the Anima ball mount MagSafe phone mount. I don't know. Really cool product. Just a little spendy for what it is, but it is nice materials. It's very strong magnet, easy install, good location. I really like it. Don't care too much for the one that goes up here. There is another one that clips in down here, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be affected by any of the carbon overlays that I may install in the future, like this here. So I figured to stay away from that one, but I think it brings the phone mount over here, which I think that is the next best option. I think that one's around $40 or so, if I'm not mistaken. And then they have some 3D printed ones. I didn't care for the look of those or the install of those. So this is definitely my favorite one, just the most expensive, of course. So that is it. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to drop a comment down below. And as always, if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.